The first chapter of any manga is the most important for displaying the tone and themes of the story you are trying to present. JoJo's no different. From the very first part displaying the depravity a human can commit to attain power, to the previous installment in breaking a curse, whether it be small character challenges, or the sins of a family being passed down. In this video, we are going to explain our thoughts in a nice, condensed manner, going over the first chapter. Spoilers ahead, of course. If you have any thoughts, please comment and share in the video to others. Let's dive in.
The great state of Hawaii, with its nice sandy beaches and refreshing blue ocean. And let's not forget, drug trade and corrupt cops. What a way to introduce the environment. I can't believe they made Hawaii real. So in such anticipation of Part 9, they went ahead and just made Hawaii.
Yeah, big shout out to the JoJo community to helping Araki form the archipelago known as Hawaii.
There are two JoJo siblings in this part, that being JoJo and Dragona Joestar, which is pretty unique. So I'm interested in how Araki plays out this angle. Most of the characters that interact with the main cast have been high schoolers or are related to the school in particular.
I had a part 2 vibe with the opening setting with the Joestars, kind of like how Joseph saved Smokey, but instead, fucking JoJo just absolutely beat the shit out of that cop. And of course, Dragona, in order to save JoJo from being shot, he also used his stand ability as well.
All real.
Yeah, their stand abilities being introduced here, November Rain and Smooth Operators. You know, they defend themselves, they fucking make the cool call to, burn all the evidence with the, dash cam and their body cam footage, as well as change their license plate and fake ID.
No, I like a little later whenever JoJo is at the, meeting up with everybody. They're like, hey, did you hear a cop car got, burnt on the other side of town? And they're like, oh, yeah, that's weird. Who did that?
They just kind of said, whatever, we're too cool, and they walk away.
Cool guys don't look at cop cars they burn with their brother.
The story sets up the brothers as people who use gang affiliations to set themselves up with money and safety for their mother, Barbara Ann. Now, they don't really, they never really say they use, gang extortion to, protect their mother. It's more implied that their street cred allows, their mom to, live a, nice life. People are nice to her. They'll, bring stuff that she's forgotten. They'll, offer her an umbrella when it's raining.
They use the mechanisms. That's how JoJo describes it. The mechanisms of the environment.
Now, the mechanisms is just this part's, the spin, the golden ratio, appreciate life, or the calamitous way of the flow. But the mechanisms is just basically opportunity. Opportunity presents itself as a bond between a living person and the environment they are in, and the other creatures that inhabit it. So, JoJo is using, because his main goal is money, right?
My man wants to be rich.
Yeah, he likes gaining money. He does not care how he gains money, as long as he obtains it in order to support himself and his family. That's a pretty standard goal. I assume that most people have the same thing, so people are able to connect with JoJo on the same level. But JoJo uses the opportunities within Hawaii to setting up with, gang activities, to make money, to sell drugs. And he is respected enough that people are nicer to him compared to a kid who does not use the opportunities to the fullest, and he probably gets, an allowance, stuff gets, done for him without his, basically without him putting in the effort to actually do it.
Actually, wait, before you start, I want to do this little bit, the SpongeBob meme where he's in the green suit and he's fanning the money, he's got a little fedora.
I know what you're talking about. I do know what you're talking about. I saw that on Twitter. I'm going to put it up right here. Yeah. We get more introductions to characters, such as, so far, one of my favorites right here, Paco Levantes, who is a kleptomaniac, and also we are introduced to a senior who helps complete drug trades. Now, the senior is was knocked around a bit from JoJo because he tried to offer him cash for a drug trade in the middle of, a public bus.
He's putting out major Fed vibes.
Yeah, he was basically putting out too much heat. The principal is in charge for the criminal connection for the high schoolers, and sets them up with a $6 million diamond heist from a wealthy Japanese tourist.
Who could that be?
Who knows? Most likely Higashikata. Either it's going to be Josuke or Joshu. Those are the two I see the most likely being. Because this is...
What about Jobin?
He's dead.
Yeah, it could be a ghost.
The ghost of Jobin. Yeah, guys, chapter 2, the ghost of Jobin. The group is formed with 2 Joestars, Paco, and the unnamed Hooded Senior, who invited Blood on the team.
He thinks he's helping out. No. Paco thinks he's helping out.
No, Paco's fine. You leave Paco alone. I feel like this is gonna be another Jashu situation, where, like, I'm hyped up for a character that has, like, basically nothing going for him.
And nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens for him. He just becomes a piece of shit.
He's gonna Milagro Man.
Yeah, he probably gets one chapter or one stand that he, like, fights against, and it's gonna be really cool. And then he's gonna pretend to not exist anymore. Alright, so the stand so far, the main character, JoJo, his stand is November Rain. It's a very unique stand. For a Protac, it deviates from the usual Punch Ghost format. You know, it just punches at auras, probably has, like, a small little gimmick.
Hope it evolves into something cool, like a Tusk.
Yeah, so far it sprays liquid that crushes a target underneath it. The ability seems pretty simple enough, but once again, simplicity is, like, the strongest thing. Like, Iggy just had, like, sand, and he was, like, almost unstoppable.
Until he met another element.
Yeah, Erasure.
Smooth Operators is a colony stand that can morph objects or people into desired shapes. So it can be very handy as a support stand in the future. I like how it rearranged eyeballs and tugged my man Paco's ear.
Now, speaking of Paco, The Hustle. One of my favorite songs, alright? Now, the stand itself isn't as extravagant as anything else, but it kinda is similar in a very niche way to Smooth Operators, is that Paco's muscles and stuff, like, contort to latch onto objects to aid in his kleptomania ways, like, such as wallets or watches. So, I'm pretty sure it's gonna play a huge part in stealing the diamond before they probably get caught.
Alright, I'm gonna be a little predictive. I feel like there's gonna be, like, a scene where, like, the gang is, like, trapped somewhere, and, like, Paco's gonna be like, "Oh, guys, I got the keys," and he's like, "The guy pushed me, I tripped into him, and I latched him."
Yeah, I can see that happening. Now, of course, I'm assuming since they have the hooded guy, the senior, that was eating a hot dog when he showed up, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a stand as well. But
maybe he's just a normal guy.
That would actually be more interesting if he was just some dude who's like, "So, do you have an ability of your own?" And they're like, this gun I found."
Bet this guy way better than Paco already.
I wouldn't say that too far. Paco's gonna be an underrated dog. You know, he's the bottom runner. He's gonna come back around.
Okay, how many people in the main cast died in Part 8? How many?
We got Mamazuka Rai, he died. We have Jobin, he died. Well, Jobin was like more of an antagonist, really, but he died. We also have Kei Nijimura, Kira's sister. She's dead.
I wonder how many people are gonna die in this chapter. You know what'd be cool? Is if one of the main Joestars died.
Well, I mean, I see. I can see that. I can see that.
Like, I feel like they'll set up like
it's definitely probably not going to be JoJo, because it's about him becoming rich.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be like a little fun little twist there?
I can see
he dies.
Either an old either like Josuke like dies, like helping them, or if he is involved in this, then he probably would be. Yeah, or maybe it could be Dragona. I can see Dragona dying.
Someone of the main group is gonna die. That's just a JoJo formula.
But I really do like JoJo's name, since it's a combination of, Jo and Dio.
Jodio Rodeo.
Yeah, and I can see that like their mother Barbara Ann like married like a Brando. Like we only know like Diego's like father or whatever, but he could have had like a brother or something, so like a cousin of Diego, like basically passed down through his descendants.
Oh yeah, this universe had 2 Dios die in it.
It did. That's twice as many Dios dying. There better be a fucking surfing scene. There better be a surfing fight.
Oh, this is Hawaii. There's definitely gonna be like a...
There's gonna be a surfer. It's gonna be... no, wait, he's dead. I was gonna say he was the guy with fun, but I forgot that he was killed immediately by Jobin.
Is there another...
No.
Is there another Elvis song that's like Hawaii related?
Blue Hawaii.
I mean, they already used Blue Hawaii.
Oh, I thought you were just asking.
No, I'm saying like... Is there... I feel like there's gonna be another Elvis in this, like, Elvis reference. An Elvis song.
I think there's gonna be a Dua Lipa reference somewhere else.
Oh, hey, what do you think they're gonna I know this is way off, but give your best localization for November Rain.
Oh shit, my best local is a November Storm or whatever.
Yeah, that's about as equally creative as Viz owns the Western distribution rights, right?
Yeah.
It's about as creative as I think Viz would go.
Maybe not Storm. Maybe something that sounds a little bit better. Like it's when you think of Storm, you think of rain, but maybe November Shower. I think that would be a better one.
November Shower.
Yeah.
I mean, they did give us Flaccid Pancake.
That was the best they could do. That's like the peak of their creativity.
I wish they had contacted Fred Durst and be like, can we just use Limp Bizkit, please?
Hey, I'm Fred Durst.
Fred Durst needs the money, I don't think...
Please, someone pay me.
God, you can use my name. I just want, like, $15 and a beef and cheddar from Arby's. And then with the Viz media, people are like, oh my god, he is suffering. Get this man 2 beef and cheddars.
I wish I was still rolling. What? And, like, you don't have to do that, Fred Durst, every single time we bring you on air.
He has to. It's like a nervous tick. I just did it for the nookie.
Do you think JoJo is, like, cranked at Fortnite?
I will give you $400 if at some point the default dance comes up in
Oh no, you can't do that. That's a little too specific. I can totally see Araki like having JoJo play like Fortnite or like Minecraft or something, but they don't. It isn't exactly Fortnite or Minecraft, but it looks exactly like it.
Fine, I'll give you $10.
All right, fuck it. I hold you to it.
This bet means nothing.
Alright, but that's pretty much... we're gonna just go ahead and wrap up this chapter review. It was like 15 minutes just talking about the chapter. Another 10 minutes talking about whatever the fuck we wanted.
Tune in next week when we do a frame-by-frame analysis of every panel and try and deduct what did Araki mean when Jobin died. What did he mean by that? We're not even gonna...
When Jobin exploded in front of his family. Yeah. What did that mean, exactly?
Yeah. What did that mean? What was Araki's message behind that?
What was he cooking?
Did he somehow predict the housing crisis?
Was he introduced by the Illuminati and Mothership Zeta and was talking to Barack Obama?
Is Ozone Baby a metaphor for our collapsing Japanese society? Who knows? Tune in next time.
Have fun with this pipes falling sound effect.